Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Dazza, and today I am back with another NF reaction video for you. And in this one is How Could You Leave Us? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm edging towards doing like a whole month of just rap reactions. That some of the rap music that I've been listening to, I've been getting into a few new artists through the channel. Some have been blocked, so I haven't been able to put them up, and some of them I haven't. Even down to like a lot of the like Eminem songs that I've stopped listening to after my daughter was born. So like his new album, like Kamikaze and Music to Be Murdered to, and things like that. I've found songs on there that like I can't stop listening to. Some like Nicki Minaj songs I can't stop listening to, and NF is on that list as well from some of the reactions that I've done. So yeah, I think at some point I just need to do like a hip hop month where I do like 200 hip hop reactions, because I've always been a massive fan of hip hop and rap music, and like it kind of like fizzled out after having kids and things like that because of exposing them to the language. But you haven't got that issue with NF. Honestly, I could listen to this man all day long, and like it ain't gonna affect my daughter because like he's PG in that sense. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more NF. I know there was a certain order to go in with his music, but I lost track on that path. So yeah, it's just mixed. But I hope you enjoy this one, and let me know in the comments down below if there's any other NF you want me to react to. But until then, enjoy.
How could you leave so unexpected? We waited for you, but you just left us. We needed you, I needed you. Yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. Mama told me she loved me, I'm thinking this isn't real. I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell, yeah. Welcome to the bottom of hell. They say pain is a prison, let me out of my cell. You say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my face, and I yell into my pillowcases. Say you coming to get us, then call a minute later just to tell us you're not. I'm humiliated. I'm in a room with a parent that I don't barely know. Some lady in the corner watching us while she's taking notes. I don't get it, mom. Don't you wanna watch your babies grow? I guess pills are more important. All you have to say is no, but you won't do it, will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you. Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Oh.
Okay, I already like this song. That I'm one of these that if I can listen to a song that gets me thinking, then it's always gonna tick the boxes. But for me, I am someone that like it's funny because a couple of hours ago I went to the shop, and usually like if I go out anywhere, like my daughter will always come with me, but like because like she just put like all these big fluffy pajamas on and things like that, I said to her like I'm just going to get milk, like I'm gonna be 5 minutes, just chill, stay here and I'll be back. And when I left the door, she looked at me, she was like, Dad, just make sure you come back. Now the thing is that like for a child to actually say that, like me, I'm a home bug. Yeah, I go to work, but I'm a home bug. That I don't really like leaving my house. Like later today, I've got a Christmas party with work, and like even that, I said to the wife, like I don't even know if I'm gonna go yet, because I am. For me, there is no place like home. That I love being around my kids. I love being around my wife. I love being around the family, and like yeah, I have to go to work. I have to earn that money and whatever, but like I'm at home. I don't go on like lads holidays. I don't go out to the pub drinking with friends and things like that. I just stay at home. So for my daughter to actually turn around and say that, like, if you're going to get milk, just make sure you come back. It goes like based on what obviously what she's seen on the TV. But it is a fear of mine. That is something that like I genuinely have feared before. That like I used to be an adrenaline junkie, like going to like I would have jumped out of airplanes, I would like fairgrounds, roller coasters, didn't do nothing and things like that. But now like my mind state is so careful in the sense that like I would do this, but what if I'd done this and something happened and I left my daughter without her dad? I left my son without his dad and things like that. Like I do think along them lines now, and like it's hard. So when like listening to things like these and thinking that like for drug addicts and for alcoholics and for like you read all these stories in the papers now about like parents that have beat on kids and like this child died and had like 90 odd bruises on their body and social services never knew. Like my heart breaks from it, honestly does, because that like you why have kids if you can't do your utmost best to give them everything that you possibly can in life? Yeah, it's heartbreaking. I know everyone's situation's different and things like that, but I can still think along them lines. So yeah, this song's got me thinking, it really has.
I got this picture in my room and it kills me, but I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have, but why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated, told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, mom? We're too young to understand. Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know them drugs that got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes, they got your mind captured. Some say it's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping, that I was nothing but a kid who couldn't understand it. I ain't gonna say that I forgive you cause it hasn't happened. I thought that maybe I'd feel better as time passes. If you really cared for me, then where you at then? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Our last conversation, you and I sat in the living room, talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor, I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Sometimes I think about sometimes I think about things like, you know, when I have kids and like, you won't be there, you know, you won't be there for any of that. I'll never get to see you again. Sometimes I wish I would have just called you. I wish I would have just picked up the phone. I wish you were here. I mean, you should have been there for us. You should have been here. The pills got you right. And pills got you right. I wish you were here.
Oh my god. Like seriously. The thing is that like with that I have a very close relationship with my mum and dad. Like I've always been close to them, and like with my dad he's always been like, he's never been a father figure in a sense, more he has been like a best mate, which is not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing. I get on really well with him and we've got a lot in common and we do a lot of things together. But having to like think along them lines and having to think that like having to like wake up and like one of my parents is not here. Like I honestly dread that day. Like throughout my life, that is the one thing that I've dreaded, is because I've had my issues with my family where I haven't felt part of them and I felt alone and things like that, and but never ever with my mum and dad. So they've always been the like the rock solid ones. So yeah, the idea that one day they won't be here, like I dread that day. But for the kids out there, like for this guy like NF, that like you have to watch your mum go through that and then they take their own life. You're gonna spend the rest of your life wondering, like, was it me? Did I push you to that? Did I make you do that? Did you take these pills because of me and things like that? And it affects so much of your life, and even going forward into like wanting to have your own kids and repopulate and keep your name alive and things like that. Like will I get the same feeling that my mum had? Will I go through the same stages that my mum had? Will I actually want to? Yeah, it's a ripple effect that like it's such. Yeah, I don't know. This guy honestly really does get me thinking with every single thing that I listen to. Probably none more than this song. This is probably my new favorite song from NF, and this is going straight onto the Amazon playlist. But yeah, this was incredible, guys. Listen, I'm not gonna keep you here any longer because like I might have to end my my recording today because this is just messed with my head completely. Now my head's just all over the place. But it was incredible. It really was. So you can always expect to see a lot more NF on this channel. But guys, listen, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help. And until next time, take it easy. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Be kind. And I'll see you in the next one.